Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com. Today I'm going to talk about an invention that is really kind of revolutionary and has widespread appeal. And to give you a little background, ever since I've been doing this YouTube channel, I have people that send me ideas for inventions or prototypes for inventions. And a lot of times they're really good ideas, but maybe they're too expensive to manufacture, or they have very limited appeal. There wouldn't be that many of them sold. What's in this box today is something that any tractor owner could use. And it's a brainchild of a guy in Canada named John. Probably the most tenacious inventor I've ever seen. The first prototype he sent me I didn't like. And I told him that. I said, I don't think this will work. I don't think anybody buy this. So there'll be a few people buy it, but not many. This is actually, in this box, is the third one he sent me. And I think if it's what I think it is, I think you're going to be surprised at how slick it works, what a great idea it is, and how it'll simplify getting a PTO attached to a tractor. You know, PTOs have not changed in design for years. The 8N Ford had the same kind of PTO attachment system and implements that went on it that we have today. And it's hard. You know, you're either trying to twist a collar, you're trying to pull back a collar, you're trying to push in a rod, hold it, and slide that PTO on and keep it held, and then let go of it and come back until whatever's in there locks on the notch on the PTO stub shaft on the tractor. And it's you know, when you're young, it's no big deal, but as you get older, you get a little arthritis, all of that motion, and some of your PTO shafts are pretty heavy. It gets hard to do that. Well, I'm going to open this up today. This is called the Bullet, and when I get it opened up, I think you'll see why it's called the Bullet. And a guy named John in Canada came up with the idea. It's one of those things you look at and you're like, wow, why has not somebody thought about this before? But this has been a long project. And there is the Bullet. And I'll show you how it works. What it is a device that goes on the end of your PTO shaft. It's called the Bullet because it kind of looks like a bullet. You put this in on your PTO shaft on your implement, and then when you're ready to hook up, you turn this collar, it locks in place, and what that's done, that's released the splines inside. So inside this, these splines are not locked in place, so it'll go on the shaft any way you want to put it on. Release the lock, and this mechanism comes around and locks the splines in place. So twist it, it locks, the splines are loose. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but that's smooth inside. So I'm going to put that on my PTO shaft, slide it as far on as I can get it, release this, and then I'm going to turn either my PTO shaft on my implement or the shaft on the tractor if it turns until I feel the splines lock in. And the splines will come out as spring loaded, it'll lock them in place, and then pull back until the ball in there locks on the stub shaft, on the slot in the stub shaft on the tractor. Again, all I've got to do to get it on is just turn it like that. It releases these splines, it locks in place. Now, if it's on the tractor, all I have to do is turn it, and that's released everything inside, so I can just pull it off. Then it's locked in place, so when I get ready to put it on on the tractor again, I don't have to do anything. I just pick up the PTO, run it on, release the lock, turn it around until the splines fit the splines, pull it back until the little ball inside locks, and then I kind of want to twist it and pull it a little bit to make sure it's locked on, and then I can go to work. It's a slick invention. Now you see that C in the window? That's important. When it's opened up and you're lining the splines up, you'll release it by pushing the button. And then whenever it gets around and you see that C, that means it's locked on the tractor. That means the splines are lined up and the ball bearing is fallen in the stub shaft on the tractor. It's locked on and ready to go. Now there is a little maintenance. There's a hole right up here, right there, and two others just like it on the circumference, right there, and one right there. There's three little lubrication holes, and about every 8 hours you want to shoot those full of a spray lube of some kind to keep that lubricated. And finally, this has been tested up to 150 horse tractor. So it'll work on small tractors, big tractors, up to 150 PTO horsepower. But that's the bullet. Now let me tell you a couple things about the bullet. Number one, it does extend your PTO shaft about, probably about 6 inches. I'm not sure the exact number, but it's going to make your PTO shaft longer. So if your PTO shaft is really close to bottoming out, you're going to have to cut a piece of the PTO shaft off inside to install this. Now, a really neat trick is to get this and get Pat's Easy Change, because Pat's Easy Change, a claw system for lifting up implements and attaching them that way, extends the implement out. So this with Pat's Easy Change, and you've got a winner. Now the other thing about this, I have a website where I sell products. I am not selling this one, and I'll tell you why. This product is patent pending. John has spent a ton of money in the design work of this and with patents to make sure he's protected and that nobody copies this without him getting compensated. And he's got to get his cost back. If you want to invent a product and bring it to market and patent it so no one will steal the idea, it costs a bunch of money. And until his volume gets up and he gets several of these sold, he's making all the money off this product. His website right now is the only place you can get it. Now, on down the road, when he gets his volume up and gets the price of making these down a little bit, I may be in the market selling them too. But right now, you can only get this from John. And I'm helping him out because I just think it's one of the coolest inventions I've ever seen. And I think it'll solve a problem a lot of us have when we're old and we've got arthritis and we have trouble hooking up the PTO. This is going to make it a heck of a lot easier. Now, if you'd like to order this product, I'm going to tell you where to go. www.lionforgeindustries.com. That's www.lionforgeindustries.com. And you can order the bullet and it'll ship to you right now. They're in stock. But great product. Nice work, John. I'm glad you finally got it to market. I hope you sell a bunch of them. I think you've got a winner. Thanks for watching.